all right. I just want to, in God's world, I will say, I don't mind saying, there's already somebody in here. That's awesome. Uh, Yay. Hey, what's up, Shazam? I was just thinking about you the other, like, not even, maybe it was just yesterday. So, hey, I'm glad you're here. James, what's going on? Uh, Man, another beautiful day in God's kingdom, huh? Well, we're not in the kingdom yet, but like God's world for sure, right? Um, man, I feel so like I've never felt this in tune with God's spirit. I have been praying pretty hard the last couple few days, and I'll tell you, anytime you go through um, discomfort, right? Um, for God, it's like you definitely, um, you definitely share, in the comfort, that God provides, and man, I shouldn't feel this comfortable right now. Like this is like pretty unreal, for for everything that's been going on in my situation, and so I will just say that I'm just pretty darn grateful, and so I'll tell you some things that um, I'll tell you some things that um, when 4 years ago, right? I was a Christian before this, right? But like 4 years ago, when I knew in my heart, right, like wow, like God is for real. Like I don't just believe it, like I know it. Like I have so much confirmation, right? That I have so much confirmation that God is real, that like all the thoughts I used to have, all the thoughts I used to have, this is how old I am. This is how many years left I have. This is what I've accomplished. Um, this is where I should be. Um, how many things have I achieved? Uh, these are things I still want to do for my kids. These are still things I want to do for all those types of thoughts, as well as, you're getting older, your health is starting to go, like any of those like kind of thoughts, right? I mean, I still really want to take care of myself, right? Because I have to. I mean, um, but it's like all that went away, all that fear went away, right? Like I'm not afraid to die, that's for sure, right? And because because I know that it's going to be preferable to be with God, obviously, right? Any saved person would rather be with God than not be with God, you know, and that's not, definitely I'm not suicidal. I mean, I could live forever feeling the way I feel, right? I mean, for me, I feel good, like for me, I feel like blessed. I mean, peace, joy, those types of feelings. I mean, I grieve for the world, right? And I say that, I've said that many times before. I grieve for like suffering that people have to go through. I grieve for people having to get the jab. I agree for people that don't know about the lies, don't know about um, flat Earth, or don't know about evolution, or don't know about any of the deceptions that they were taught. I mean, just as kids. And most of all, I grieve that they don't know God. Because I couldn't imagine going through what the world is going through right now and not having an idea of what's going to happen to me. Oh, hey, BB. I want to make sure that BB has I want to make sure that BB has a wrench. So, like, I want to make sure that it hurts me that there's people that don't know God, that don't know they're gonna go to heaven, right? Like, knowing what's going on in the world, right? And so, like, I just thought of all these, like, things, right? Like, yeah, for the world, I'm upset, right? I fear, right? When I'm upset, right? When I do streams where I'm like, my feelings are hurt, or I'm hurt, or whatever, or I'm going through pain, that kind of thing. It's for somebody else. It's not for me. I mean, I know where I'm going, right? I'm not hurting for me. My problem is I hang on to people um, too long and keep thinking, well, this person will eventually get it, or this person can be saved, or this person, um, if I can convince them about Jesus, they'll be saved, and then they'll go to heaven too, and that'll make me feel better, right? That's what will make me feel better, is for them, right? So, when somebody's attacking me, right? Um, I keep things right sized, like just how big is this thing. And I hurt for them, because it's sad. I mean, it's sad for them. I mean, this is the reality of it. I mean, I'm chilling in California in my apartment, you know, fairly happy, rested, you know. My spirit is clean and clear, and my conscience is clear. I'm close to God. I get to talk to, my people in the morning, right? I mean, I feel great. And I mean, yesterday's show was, it couldn't have gone any better, you know? And like it just brought so much attention to this show. And there was probably the biggest, like, I mean, hey, view it how you want, right? Pretty sad, I guess. It was a small live audience, right? But the biggest live audience I've had, where I got to talk about Jesus, right? And that's like a pretty big accomplishment. And well, to explain that God is real, I mean, I guess, sometimes you just got to teach people the things that are false. I guess one of the quick ways you can do it is, if you see people giving a lot of mark of the beast, the mark of the beast symbology or whatever, um, symbolism. You can say, well, that mark of the beast is only found in Revelation, so, all the evil people are doing it. They're all doing the one eye symbolism. You can prove that. Um, I don't know. I never mentioned him. Hey, AJ, hit him. Uh, the Warrior of Light. And so, I just, I feel good about like the energy of everything. Well, I guess the thing you do is you prove the evil, right? And then you show them that it's um, only found the mark of the beast is only found in Revelation. And then, but I mean, prove like evolution's wrong. I mean, the spinning ball Earth. You can prove that wrong. Show lies on the news, but the just how many people are connected with that one eye symbolism and the mark of the beast stuff. It's just horrific. And or the Apollo moon missions, right? I mean, Apollyon is the name of the beast, right? And so um, you know, I mean, that's a good way to do it. I mean, really read the Bible, read the Bible and prove all the lies that are. I mean, I guess like you'd have to do a lot of research. People don't wake up all in one shot. Um, you got to plant seeds. So I guess I mean, if it's somebody that's open to God, then you start with God, right? But if somebody is if somebody is oh wait, Clutch Bear. Oh, I'm sorry, Clutch Bear. How do I get Clutch Bear back? Oh, I feel bad. What did I do? Did I hit Clutch Bear accidentally? Hey, Clutch Bear, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get you back. I accidentally hit Clutch Bear. Uh, unhide. Sorry, Clutch Bear. You're back, buddy. Oh, that sucks. I feel horrible. But yeah, there's just so many lies, man. Oh, the trans deception too. Go like transinvestigations. I mean, if you show that, I mean, that's something that's it's easy to prove. I mean, if someone does a good transvestigation, it's you know um, it's that's something that you can prove. And then wake somebody up, shock somebody, wake somebody up. But normally you basically wake people up in sections. Plant seeds. Oh, you know who that is, AJ? I don't know him. Nah, hide him. Yeah, because I didn't even mention that name, and he brought it up, and I don't even like that. Just right off the bat. But if anybody gets banned here accidentally, it's just because like we're dealing with like I don't know, some stuff that makes the show more exciting. You know, possible troll, and we want to get rid of Warrior of Light. That's condescending right there. Like nobody even asked about that. I love Jesus. I'm glad you love Jesus because that's the only way out of here. Hey AJ. All right. Anyway, so yeah, and it's just you got to wake people up in seeds. But anyway, so I was saying like all the things that I don't fear anymore, right? Like I just don't like if someone came with this mark of the beast and said take the mark of the beast or or you know, it's time to die. Well, then, well, that's an easy decision. I mean, send me back home. Of course, I don't want to be sick, or I don't want to be hungry, or I don't want to be, um, these kinds of things, right? But and I definitely it would destroy me to see anything bad happen to any of my family members. Of course, I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody's family. But as far as dying, I'm not afraid of that, at all, right? So when it comes time for like this audience that we had because of this trolling that we've had, right? Um, I mean that whole scenario only hurt because I cared about the person that was falling apart, you know. I mean now that I've kicked the dust from my feet, that I can't do anything to get that person to see the light, right? Well, I mean, this is a this is a person that's pretty far away, and I mean physically smaller than me. I guess when you have an online personality, and you're like super like you're like real calm and mild mannered, I guess, and you're like polite and you're very tolerant to people, the way people talk to you or whatever. People assume that you're a small guy or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a big guy either, but I was a soldier, and I don't know. I mean, like, I just don't ever talk about that kind of thing. I don't ever. That's nothing to brag about. That's nothing to like. Who cares? But I'm definitely not scared of anybody. I'm not scared of anyone except God. That's it. I mean, it's like so insignificant what a person can do to you if you don't care, right? Especially online. I mean, it's just so because what I did at first, right, was what any human would do, right? You tune in, right, because you're like, oh well, someone's talking about me. I want to see what's going on, and I go over there, and it was like like I was surprised just how far off from the truth that it really was. And I'm like, wow, I mean, that's like someone accusing you of being an alligator. You're like, well, I'm obviously not an alligator, so like, I mean, like I can't reason with somebody who thinks I'm an alligator, right? Or is purposely trying to make me look like an alligator. So it was like there was nothing to defend, and for what? You got, you got 100 to 400 people are gonna watch somebody like say things that are like not even close to being true, and and so and so it just didn't it didn't appeal to me to even go over there. And then like a lot of those people were there like really in support of me. And then not only that, but yesterday, right, like the show went so good, right? I mean, the show went so good, right, that I didn't stop feeling good until about noon, right? And I couldn't even, I mean, the overwhelming amount of support that came in, right, from, and like everybody that commented to me, right, after the show, right, like email or text or however, right, was like a strong person of God. And I was like, wow, man, like not only did I get um, probably about 10 times as much contact afterwards, right? But it was all people that didn't like, because a lot of people that text me or message me, there's still people that like require me to do some work and some witnessing, me talking about God and me, and I don't mind it. Trust me. I wish there was a lot of work, but I mean, it was like all the people I could trust what they're saying to me was like overwhelming support, right? And I'm like, wow, like I didn't expect that, right? And uh, it's just it was just so amazing. And then like while the whole thing was going on, I guess I don't know. I guess it went on all that day, the whole day about um, eh, I guess more talk about me or whatever. But I kept getting messages from like people letting me know, hey, somebody's talking about you, somebody's talking about, whatever, right? But it's like wow, man, like look how many people are like concerned for me, like I mean, I mean, like I couldn't have. I was on top of the world, man. Like it was probably my best show. Yesterday's stream was my best stream ever. You know, I mean, I don't like saying things like that, but it was darn good. And there's other streams that were good for other reasons, but man, I was really yeah. This isn't really a drama type place. This channel is just for people that want to hear about Jesus, but the bet that or help someone else learn about Jesus, or um, uh, be a strong person that is already on a good path to come here and help other people. And so like what was great was is that there was a big audience yesterday, the biggest audience I've ever had where I spoke about Jesus, right? Like I've never talked to that many people at one time about my Lord and Savior, And like I felt so good about that. And I know that like anytime you are being like I don't know, like I don't want to say persecuted, but like people speaking against you, right? During your job, like this, this channel is my work for God, right? So people speaking against me during this, right, caused me some discomfort, right? But it also, I felt the comfort of the Lord come. Like I got confirmation, right, that like, wow, I am doing work for God because I feel comfort from God during a situation where I shouldn't be feeling comfortable, where I shouldn't be having restraint, right? Because like normally you wouldn't have, like, normally a person doesn't want to have restraint. They want to go see everything that everybody's saying, and all that kind of stuff, right? But like, you know the first day, I mean, yeah, okay, I popped in there a couple times to see what was going on, and one time I like almost like defended myself, right? It wasn't really worth it, and I kind of regretted even typing anything in there. But it was like I don't know. I guess he was saying something like he was feeding me Skype comments to give me instructions while I was streaming, and I can't get Skype while I'm streaming. I can't get Skype while I'm streaming. I tried that. I tried to have Alex call in one time while I was streaming, so that because I didn't know how to drop a link, and I couldn't do it because when I'm on my phone, I can't. Not on this phone, and so it was obviously not true what he was saying. So I was gonna refute that, but then I was like, you know what? Who cares, man? I mean, who cares? If this is this is reality. This is how you kill a troll, guys. It doesn't matter. Nothing that happens over there matters. And while I wish my life was perfect, and I made it all the way from birth until now, doing everything the godly, perfect, most best way, right? But everybody's had problems in their lives. I mean, obviously not as bad as what he was making it out to be, but everybody's had problems in their life, and I faced mine and I overcame it, and it got me to where I am right now. And I mean, it's nothing. There's nothing in my life that I wouldn't. I freely admit, you know. I mean, yes, I mean some of that, you know, the addiction stuff after I got out of the military. I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, I'm not proud of that, you know, but it's nothing that I wouldn't talk about as something that got me to Jesus, you know. I mean, yeah, it's right. That's right, Shepherd's Voice. It's peace that surpasses all understanding. And the more it was coming at me, the more peace I was feeling. And I was actually today like hoping that it would be bad today, um, because I'm addicted to that feeling. What I felt yesterday. I wanted to feel that today. I mean, and when I was like banning people, right? Like usually I mess it up, right? But I was like, while I was banning people, it was like I was seeing so clear, you know, like who who was not on my side, you know. Normally I give a million chances to everybody, you know, and I mean I was just like, wow, that person's not there for me, not there for me, not there for me. It was real easy to pick them out, you know, and so man, you know, I don't know. But I'll tell you this, man, if you feel bullied or trolled or whatever on the internet, like I get it. Sometimes we think that, you know, you look at that name in the chat box and you believe that that's you, you know. Well, that's not you in there. That's just you typing. You're sitting on your couch or something right now. You're chilling at home. And nothing that anybody that, you know, is talking about you matters unless you go watch it, you know, or you're afraid of what people are going to think of you, right? Or, um, you know, you believe that, you know, that you're that icon on the computer. You're not. I mean, nothing is going to happen to me today. And if it did, you know, it would just get me closer to where I want to go. I mean, that's the value of having God inside of you. That's the value of believing in Jesus Christ for your salvation. Is that, yeah, just drinking coffee on your way to work. I mean, this is what we're doing in real life. I mean, nothing anybody could do to me. I mean, the power was just slowly slipping away, and the world was watching it. And then it was just a whole big old long time of things I didn't care about. And then I would see messages like, oh, you know, texting me, oh, you better beg for my forgiveness, for my mercy, and you know, I mean, what silliness, what silliness. I mean, you would only care about that kind of thing if what was being said about you was true. You know, you'd run over there like Bob or something like that. Stop saying that stuff about me. You know, I mean, not to mock that guy, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, if it was something that was like true and then you know, close to being untrue, and I had to clear up some things, yeah, I probably would go over there and talk to him if he asked me like a man, right? Like the first day as a brother. But you know, I mean, there is no reasoning with the person like that, because I tried to set a boundary and he flipped out. So you know, either way, whatever. He could be mad or seething or do whatever, you know, and you know, I don't care. I really don't. And but you can't just say that. You got to mean it, you know. And I know that everybody likes a car accident. They want to go over there and check it out, see what the aftermath is going to be. But you know, I could care less, to be honest. And I'm not going to watch it, just like I didn't watch it yesterday. And so I don't care what's said about me, or I mean, but I'll tell you what, like I was surprised like that first day, just how good, like I'm like, wow, just how believable he's making some stuff sound that was like pretty far off, like pretty far off. I'm like, wow, I hope that when we were going up to other people, it wasn't quite that bad, because I really believed that when I went over there that we were going to help some people out, and I hope that it wasn't. Because I know my own story, right? And so I can judge it by that, right? maybe hopefully at first it was people that were bad, but I'll tell you what, if you don't want to be trolled, just don't go over there, you know. And if you're worried about what people are going to say about you, don't, you know. It's just it's just a character, you know. Yeah, it's your name or whatever on the computer, right? But even that is like fake too, right? Like even that's a straw man created by the government, right? You know. I mean, you know, it's you know, you go to court and defend a paper name, and then that paper name has the paper name on the computer, and that's another paper name, and it's like, so what? God knows my heart. I know God. I know I'm saved, right? And I can't wait to get there, man. I'm excited. I can't wait to help people get to that point to where they can be saved, and I hope that you know, I can get as many people to Jesus as possible. But you know what? I don't even mind just planting seeds, you know, because I think it's great. But you know, if anybody wants a template for just how to handle things like that, you know, um, just know that if you have the Spirit of God inside of you, you could do anything. And nothing that it's true. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. It's just amazing, you know. And I was really kind of like, you know, preparing for today's show, like in the sense that, you know, there would be like, you know, something like what there was yesterday, you know, and so people could really see that thing deflate, you know, and just see how weak it really was, and it's it's all made up in our heads what we think that is, right? That fear, right? But when you have the Holy Spirit in you, right? Um, you're almost kind of purged of that fear, you know, and there is nothing. I mean, there it literally is nothing, and so yeah. So you know, I don't want to be talking in circles and saying the same thing. You know, it would be a you know, it would have been super cool to really witness it happen in real life, but I think really the magic happened yesterday. And so I'll just say this. Yeah, God doesn't give you a spirit of fear. Man, see, and that gives me so much confirmation now, right? That like what I'm doing is right, right? Because I'm getting persecuted by the right people, right? I'm getting persecuted by Pharisee type people that want to trap me in verses, right? Like how they tried to trap Jesus, right? And then I'm getting attacked by people that twist and deceive like a serpent, right? And it's like, wow, like am I really that spirit in the middle that's doing the right thing? Like I always have a hard time thinking of myself as being the good one, or that I'm good at anything, or that what I'm doing is righteous in any kind of way, because I never view myself as being righteous. I just sort of be the best that I can, right? And to get that confirmation, right? To that, wow, like I'm being, you know, I guess in lack of a better term, persecuted for the work I do for God, and the feelings that like you would get for being the good guy in that scenario. I was getting that no spirit of fear, right? Like just the comfort and I mean, the more discomfort that was coming my way, the more comfort I was feeling. And I was like, man, this was like this was my best stream ever. You know, like I mean, I don't know. Like again, I hate saying things like that because other streams are good for other reasons, right? You know. But man, wouldn't it be great if somebody got saved today? Somebody said, hey, you know what? I want to know Jesus Christ today because I want to feel what that guy's feeling that's talking right now. Like don't you want to be part of that? Like I don't know, man. I just you know, I just I'm so glad to have broken clean from that, you know, where you know, I used to be like not really afraid, but like I used to be like, concerned about like, oh, I can't really comment over here because so and so will see the comment here and give me crap for being over here, like stupid stuff like that. But it's like, you know what, why try to make a friend happy that does that kind of thing, I mean, yeah, I mean, look, this morning, I mean, I was over watching Arwen, and he didn't do me any favors today by just being completely anti-Jesus today, right? And I turned it on for 5 minutes and I couldn't take it. I'm like, I'm not here for spiritual advice, right? I know that I can't get that guy to accept Christ for salvation. And so if I'm over there, it's to learn about flat earth and whatever so that I can bring it here to people who don't want to go there, And so that's, whatever it has to be. But, everybody has to go. Like, I can't only go to places that have, only Christian people, because then I wouldn't find anyone that needs salvation, that needs my help, that where I could bring them to Jesus, like I have to go to the mission field to find people that need Jesus, like I can't, so I didn't understand any of that logic. It just seemed really like Satan was trying to keep me from preaching the word, and it's really not really about flesh and blood or people in general. It's just about the spirit of Satan wanted to keep me from preaching the gospel to people. And the better my little ministry was getting, and the less my ego was involved with trying to have my own little doctrine or my own little ideas about things, right? Like, just keep it simple, right? And believe in the Bible, but God's understanding of it, not mine, right? And so I don't need to be a little special boy that has my own little twist on everything, and where I could say, oh, I figured out the little key or whatever. That's save that for something else, right? It's I'm here. Yeah, bring whatever theory you got or whatever you believe in, and we'll run it through the truth, right? Which is the Bible, right? And I'm never going to have a 100% great understanding of it, not like God has. And so, as long as I accept that Bible for being true, and accept the true Lord and Savior for making me righteous, for having Him make me righteous and not trying to be made righteous by the law, right? Then I know that I am made righteous because Jesus absorbed my punishment. He took my punishment, absolved my sins, and and died for my sins, and then was raised from the dead. I mean, it's that simple, right? And I believe in Him because it's a gift that I can accept. I mean, the only reason I have to do anything is because God respects me enough to let me make my own choice, right? It's not a difficult chore that I have to do. I just have to accept the gift, right? And so Romans 10:9, that's as simple as it could be, right? And I'm not really a teacher in the sense that I've only read the Bible 4 years. While that seems like a lot to some people, that I'm a baby. I mean, I'm a baby in all this. I barely know it. And so I don't have this ego about me to think, oh, well, just because, 99% of the people that say they're Christian, I've read the Bible way more than them, doesn't mean that I know enough to teach anybody anything. I just know how I feel inside and know what power God has given me. And man, I am just on top of the world right now. And, I just can't say thank you enough to the people that are here. And hopefully, if you're not saved and you want forgiveness, and you want to move forward and have the Spirit of God in you, I recommend that you get saved today. Go over to Level Up and see Paula, or go to Shepherd's Voice and see some of her videos. Subscribe to each other, everybody in here, and learn what everyone else has spent years learning. And that's what I'll say. And so I just want to say I love you guys, and God bless you. And praise Jesus for his sacrifice and his grace. And you guys have a good day. I hope you guys feel that boost of energy that I feel right now. And I hope that, can get you through until you get your next boost of energy. And so I just say God bless you and have a good day, okay, guys? See you later. Thank you so much for coming.